my dad. That's him. Jerry Williams was his name. I don't want him to be forgotten. I don't want him to be remembered only for the way he died.
Rolling here.
He was always a hero to me, and I know that sounds trite, but this is a guy that graduated from high school and went on to become an executive. So that was his life. That was his identity. He was the breadwinner. That's how a man was defined. Towards the end of his life, he had struggles. He started having some health issues, and honestly, that was kind of the beginning of the end, because he had always told us, if I ever get to a point where my health incapacitates me, if I feel like I'm going to lose control, I will take control of the situation. I didn't understand anything about suicide then. What I saw was this dad who had always been the brick, and all of a sudden he was acting differently. I mean, he would talk openly about taking his life. Again, we saw that as a sign that he wouldn't do it. By the way, everybody, old wives' tale, not true. If people are talking about taking their lives, they're planning to take their lives, so believe them. I thought the best thing to do was to guilt him into staying. Say, oh, you wouldn't do that to me. I found out after he died, my mother tried the same thing and said, what would I tell your girls? And he said to her, they'll get over it in a couple of weeks. I mean, so he was at a point where his mind was telling him these daughters who just lived for him would get over his death in a couple of weeks. The highest level of suicides happens among people over the age of 55, and the very highest is among white men over 75. This is a group that doesn't talk about it as much. When you're older, there are a couple of things going on. One of them is the stigma of ageism. And because of that, you've got older people who don't feel like my dad was feeling, like maybe he can't add as much to the community as he used to be able to. They're starting to feel the aches and pains of age. They're starting to feel a little depression. And unfortunately, too many people write that off as aging, and it doesn't have to be. If you are struggling, please don't be afraid to ask for help. First of all, believe me when I tell you, regardless of the age, you would be missed if you left us. You would be missed.